Look, I've said a bunch of mean things about TikTokers in the past, but I just want to give a bit of a formal apology to anyone I may have hurt from that app, because compared to the person we're talking about today, you're all angels. Like, do you know when you feel like you've seen everything that this app can throw at you? Like, no other scandal can shock you anymore, because you've seen everything. No, we haven't. Because the person we're talking about today is a TikToker who claims to be a sidekick that can solve murder mysteries, and she has just accused a person wrongly of committing murder in over 80 videos. So I originally heard about this when Moist Critical uploaded a video about it, and he was reacting to a Tozi's video, and I was genuinely watching it with like my fucking jaw on the floor. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Because the person we're talking about today is AshleyIsInTheBookOfLife. They have 115,000 followers on TikTok, and their bio says, "I'm the GOAT." Apparently. The GOAT of what? I'm not too sure. Maybe the GOAT of falsely accusing people of murder? Because, I mean, she's not really competing with that many people. And if you look at her profile picture on TikTok, it's a picture of her and the person she's falsely been accusing of murder. Like, this person has lost the plot. And you know earlier when I said she's made over 80 videos in this situation? I'm not joking. Like, I'll scroll while I'm talking because we're gonna be here a while. 90% of these videos I'm scrolling past are all about this case and about how she has apparently solved this murder case with her sidekick powers. She's an absolute nutter, but before we get into the details of the shite she has been spewing, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. That would be bloody lovely. So I think the best place to start here would be the first video that Ashley posted on this murder case. Now, the case we're talking about right now is the Idaho murders that happened literally very recently. Let me get a date. November 13th of 2022. So this is a very recent situation, and she is being so insensitive and doesn't care in the single slightest. It's fucking horrible to see.
Solving Mysterious Deaths, Episode 8, Solving the Mystery of the 4 Idaho college students who were found murdered. The reading starts off describing a person who recently had to relocate, a change of residence, lost out on maybe a dorm room or some type of resident opportunity.
Okay, so she's going into details, and you might be thinking, how does she know this? And you'd have every right to question that, because she's just spewing a bunch of information with zero evidence. But the reason why she doesn't have any evidence is because all her evidence is based on tarot cards. She used tarot cards to try and solve a murder case, and she was that confident in her findings that she went to TikTok and accused a woman of murder in front of millions of people, even though she didn't do it. My mind can't comprehend how stupid she must be. And that's nothing against tarot cards, by the way. If you use them and you're a spiritual person, not judging you in the single slightest. But you can't use them to accuse somebody of murder when they didn't even do it. Like, that is mental.
This person is quiet-natured. This person is studious, a hard worker, someone that other students can rely on. This could even have been an overseer of the students. So it could have even been somebody who worked at the dorms or something like that.
Okay, so this is her kind of like plotting the seed of the story, right? So her story is going to be that a principal who works at the university ended up committing these murders. This is the person she wrongly accused. So right now she doesn't have a name. She's just like, oh, I'm just feeling like it's someone who maybe worked at the university and had a lot of power and stuff like this. And then we got a name later on.
This is the teacher who potentially had the 4 Idaho students killed. She's the one who ordered the execution.
How are you just putting her personal information on screen like that for anybody to see? You don't know it's her, and you're acting as if you're 100% certain. Can you imagine the effect that this could have on a person? That you're just chilling at home, you know, living your normal life, and then all of a sudden, people are messaging you, calling you a murderer because of a random TikToker. Now, luckily, it seems like this Ashley person is going to have to face a lot of consequences for this, which we will get into later, but let's carry on with the TikToks.
As you can see from here, she may have been a part of LGBTQ community, and she may have dated Kaylee.
As you can see here, she might have been part of the LGBTQ community, which means she definitely dated Kaylee. How does that make sense? And the worst bit is, because TikTok is full of stupid people, Ashley was getting a lot of support early on in these videos. Even though she was posting videos like this that say, Rebecca Scofield fantasized about Kaylee. She then acted on her desire and pursued Kaylee romantically. The romance abruptly ended. Rebecca suspected that Kaylee was dating someone else. She was afraid she'd be exposed for dating a student, and whilst all this information's on screen, with her accusing someone wrongly of being a murderer, her song in the background is the copyrighted song that goes, I wish that I could feel like the cool kids, like the cool kids. Like, she's taking the piss. Also, I want to strongly apologise for my singing right there. Copyright is a bit of a bastard. So then she started saying that Rebecca Scofield wasn't a person who directly killed these 4 students. She paid and basically planned a murder with someone called Jack Decoeur, who is Kaylee's ex.
Second killer involved in the murder of the 4 Idaho college students is Kaylee's other ex, Jack Decoeur. It appears that Jack had issues with money and survival, possible issues with shelter. Jack did it because he was single-minded, focused only on the end goal, which was to accomplish his goals. He felt like this murder-for-hire proposition would help him meet his other life goals and overcome life's challenges.
Like, she's literally just watched some movie and took the plot and being like, right, let me put real people into this situation, even though they have nothing to do with it. So before we get into any more TikToks, I do just want to say that, as we can see by this article, Jack Decoeur and Scofield have both been cleared, okay? They didn't do it. In fact, some disgusting human being has been arrested as the main suspect for this case, and I've seen videos of the police saying they're 100% certain that it is this guy, and it's neither of the 2 people that Ashley mentioned, which begs the question, why the fuck would she make up these stories about these 2 people who are innocent, knowing fine well that the person who is guilty is gonna get found out eventually? Meaning you are gonna get proven wrong, so I just don't understand what she has to gain out of this.
See her picture and name on the University of Idaho history page and then automatically feel it was her. This is not a feeling, this is knowledge.
Knowledge? Based on what? Tarot cards? You can't use tarot cards to solve a murder. I'm sorry. They have a lot of good uses for a lot of spiritual people, but you can't solve murder cases with them. So strongly to the point where you're willing to go to TikTok and accuse them in front of millions. What are you doing? So now we get to Ashley's made-up story about Rebecca Scofield and Kaylee, and says they were in an inappropriate relationship with a professor and a student.
Rebecca Scofield and Kaylee connected because she needed an advisor. She was about to graduate. She wanted advice on personal growth, the next steps. Also, she needed resolution for anything or anyone that was getting in the way of her ability to graduate. So she went to Rebecca Scofield for advice.
Imagine how the families must feel, man, seeing this woman creating a story based on this person's life that she doesn't know and just making it all up, while a family is literally grieving the loss of a loved one. It's so grim. I honestly, I can't pick words that would explain this well enough. It's so disgusting.
Rebecca Scofield starts dropping cues about her interest in Kaylee, about her books, being primarily about LGBTQ, just planting seeds in her head, just letting her know she's interested in her and also letting her know about her sexuality.
How do you know this then? Eh? Where's the evidence? Can you please just show us some form of proof? Well, actually, we're not going to get any evidence throughout this, and in fact, Ashley thinks people who are asking for evidence are ridiculous.
Rebecca Scofield ordered, planned, initiated, and executed the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students. Although she did not do it with her own hands, like I said,
she didn't do it at all.
She hired, with a promise to pay in different ways, Jack Decoeur,
who's also innocent.
People have been asking me for evidence, and I think that is the most ridiculous thing that I've heard.
You think that's the most ridiculous thing? Have you not listened to anything you've said in these TikToks? Asking for evidence because you've accused someone of murder is apparently ridiculous? I'm losing my mind here. You're accusing someone of the worst crime that can possibly ever be committed, taking someone else's life. And you think the fact that people are asking you for evidence on you accusing someone else for this is stupid. It makes zero sense. She then posted more TikToks with captions like, Rebecca Scofield is going to prison for the murder of 4 University of Idaho students, whether you like it or not. Who are you to decide that? Well, because your tarot cards told you she was going to prison. Like, come on, mate, use your brain. So obviously this is defamation to the absolute highest degree, so Rebecca Scofield, the professor at the university, is now suing this TikToker. And I hope to God she gets absolutely every bit of money she possibly can out of this woman, because the things she's been saying on TikTok are just disgusting. And that's not even a word that explains it well enough. It's fucking grim. And even after this lawsuit was filed, Ashley is still posting videos claiming that Rebecca Scofield is guilty, and even making jokey TikToks about the fact that she's going to court.
I think this is how y'all want me to feel about a measly $75,000 lawsuit that I'm gonna win. Oh my God. Killer Rebecca is suing me.
And she's saying she's gonna win the lawsuit, and I'm like, how stupid are you? You're gonna go to court, have zero evidence, and say, well, the tarot cards told me. The judge is gonna laugh at you. She's posted even more TikToks with captions like this saying, you sure you want to do this, Rebecca Scofield? This isn't going to end well for you. Which I don't know what she's basing this on, but she's lost her mind.
Whenever we go out, the people always shout.
I mean, I don't know if that song's copyrighted, so I might have to keep it short, but listen to the music, man. She's just taking the piss out of this whole situation. Horrible, horrible person. And then to make matters worse, we even got this TikTok saying, I'm on fire with excitement. See you in court, Rebecca Scofield. On fire with excitement about a murder case where you wrongly accuse someone of it. Like, are you sure?
But I'm actually gleaming with excitement. I am going to immediately start planning because I cannot wait to present my ideas in court regarding Rebecca Scofield and her role in the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students. How she planned it, how it was her initial idea, how she hijacked Decoeur, how she enticed him and energized him and got him ready to kill his own best friend.
With zero evidence? Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna go very well for you, mate. And by the way, all these TikToks are still up on her page. She hasn't deleted any of them. She hasn't posted for a few more days now, I'm assuming because of the lawsuit. But the previous TikToks are still up. So if people aren't aware of the fact that someone else got charged and now this person is being sued by Rebecca, people might believe her. Because there's very young people on TikTok. And I would love to know if there's going to be any more repercussions with Ashley other than the fact that she's going to lose a lot of money in the lawsuit. Can she get, like, prison time for this? Is this a criminal offence? I'd imagine so. You'd like to think so, right? But obviously I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know. So if anyone has any more information, please let me know. But either way, I'm going to leave the video there. I genuinely don't think I've been as annoyed recording a video in a long time, because usually we're just talking about YouTubers doing the stereotypical scandals, you know, like a crypto scam or like running the Ace Fest or something like that. But this is... it's beyond words. It's so bad, man. But either way, subscribe if you're new and all that stuff. And until the next one, hopefully on a much lighter note, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.